Hello YouTube, this is Dawson Rider here with my review of the Deluxe Trigger Magnum from Kamen Rider Double, an item that I've been wanting for quite a while. It's really hard to get a hold of. There's really a shortage of it due to popularity, and they might stop producing them soon, I guess I heard, to make room for new items. And they're going to be reprinting the Skull Magnum. So if you're watching this, big thanks to my Uncle Dan for picking this up for me in Singapore. I was waiting for CS Toys to get this in. They'd only get 2 in at a time, and unfortunately when they would get it, I had already just placed my order and was out of money at the time. So I really wanted to hang in there for CS Toys, but once again, big thanks to my Uncle Dan for picking this up for me in Singapore for my birthday. I really appreciate it. So anyway, let's get on with the review. With the packaging, as always. Pretty standard double packaging. A nice picture of the Trigger Magnum there with the memory in it. The memory right here. Here we have a picture of Luna Trigger, Cyclone Trigger, and Heat Trigger. On the top here it shows a picture of them, and it's Kamen Rider Double. Shows a picture of Trigger, and then I'm sure at the top says the name. Tight quarters again here. A nice picture of Luna Trigger here. I don't know why I zoomed on his crotch. Another picture of him shooting from his crotch. And then it shows how it works on the back, as always. Picture of Lunar Trigger saying, like, shoot your face, bitch. There's the contents again. It shows that it can work with the double driver. And then it shows that it can combine with the bat shot, which I will do at the end. So let's go ahead and get on with this part of the review. Okay, so here's the Trigger Magnum itself. It looks really, really nice. I wasn't expecting this to be a bad toy by any means, but even though I had high expectations, it really surprised me still. It looks really great. It's a really nice size in your hand. All the paint's really nice, the blue details and sculpts. The double W here is done in a yellow, you know, for Luna Trigger, which looks really nice. The back isn't as well painted, but that's the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be painted there, but it looks good. And obviously here's the function here. It can snap up and down. So for the sounds that come with this, which if you didn't know, this isn't like a memory gadget or the double driver, actual driver, where the sounds only come from the memory. The sounds actually have... There's actually sounds in this gun. So let's turn it on. And when it's in this mode, by shooting this noises, it'll make a burst sound. Kind of like a burst weapon. Like a M16 or something, but in a handgun form. And then when you pull it up, it'll make this noise. Same noise. I forgot that it triggers with the memory gadget. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay, so here's the memory you get, trigger memory, which I've wanted for a long time. It's really done in a beautiful blue color. It looks really, really nice. Obviously, the trigger symbol there, it says trigger. Let's try the sound out. Alright, so let's go ahead and load it in here. It loads right into the side, and light'll be from there. Put it up. And it'll switch it down to here, and then shoot for maximum drive shot. And then it'll just continue to make that sound the more times you push the trigger. And now if you turn the gun off, it'll make slightly different sounds. Let's put this down, and to release it, this is like the memory gadgets where you have to release it, and you can't just pull it out. So there's a button right here. It'll pop it right out. And so let's put it in, and it'll say maximum drive, but it'll do something different. And then pull it up, and it'll just make a cocking noise. Yeah, so it makes this a slightly different noise. So in 1 second I will go over this in the double driver and the the double driver and the bat shot. I just have to go grab the Luna memory, so I will be back in a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Had to go grab some stuff. Sorry I wasn't more prepared. But as you can see, we have the Luna and Trigger memories here. So let's go ahead and put them in. So very cool. There's the lights there. Just for kicks, let's go ahead and do Cyclone Trigger and Heat Trigger. I really like that trigger sound. It's pretty badass. And let us do heat trigger. Okay, so that about covers the double driver functionality. Let's go ahead and set this aside. So now what we're going to do is, anyway, let's get the bat shot here. Now the instruction shows the bat shot combining with it. It doesn't show the stag phone, but it is possible, and I'll show that in a minute. So in order to, transform it, just flip his head up like this so that this is facing forward. And you'll see there's two holes here corresponding with these. And this thing here, just slide it on, it'll click. And there you go. Let me get a better camera angle. So there you go. It has the bat shot on it. It's kind of neat, actually. It looks kind of like a scope, which is really cool and really well thought out. Adds a lot of playability to it. And just for fun, let's go ahead and do maximum drive. Up. No, let's do this. Okay. So that's pretty neat. It's cool that you can do that. To take them off, there's two little clear pegs here. Just push them in and slide them off. And lastly, for this review, the same mechanism is present in the stag phone. I believe this was used in the show. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be delusional. But it doesn't show it in the instructions on the box anywhere. I double checked. But there might be a different formation, but this is the best I can get. Correct me if you want. But I don't really care. But you can do it. So that's the way that looks. So final verdict on this is it's really great. I'm so glad I finally got my hands on one. It's really great to have it. I recommend getting this and getting the real memory over a candy toy memory just because the gun is just so awesome. And I'll be definitely getting the Skull Magnum so I can be a nerd as well and dual wield. But I highly recommend this. It's a great toy. 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect toy. I mean, it doesn't have as much sounds as others, but it's still a really nice double item. And the double line is just so awesome. It really got me this year. It's just so fun, all these different combinations, and all the memories. Just such a fun line. So if you're a double fan, a fan of any of the trigger forms, highly recommend a double item. So until next time, thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out my blog at dawsonrider.wordpress.com, and check out the vlog channel at Dawson Rider Blog. So until my next review, this is Dawson Rider, signing out, folks.